Thank you for making it today to our press conference as we look ahead of tomorrow's important fixture against South Africa in the AFCON 2025 qualifiers. Today, we are here with the Uganda Cranes head coach, Paul Joseph, and our team captain, Khalid Aucho. They are going to tell us how ready the team is and the preparations going on, plus the team spirit that is in camp at the moment. Let's start with the head coach to give us his remarks.
Good afternoon. I was hoping to see much more colleagues, but unfortunately, for our preparations, I think the boys have been working very hard, very disciplined, with a good focus. So it gives me a good feeling. But like we know, it's always a game. We play against a big team in Africa. So we need these concentrations. We need to make no mistakes. That will be very important. But what I saw on training ground, it was hopeful. And I think that the players are prepared to write history.
Yes, thank you, coach. Now we will have a word from the captain.
I have few words to say because every word coach said it, and we know the importance, what we're gonna do in this game, and we know the importance of this game. So the players are happy, are fine, everyone is motivated, and they always coach say he doesn't want 100%, he wants 200%. So the players are ready to give the 200%. So we are ready for tomorrow's game, and the players are in a good condition. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now we will take questions. First to the head coach.
Good afternoon, Coach. Peter Kanyike is my name. I'm from Vision Group. Coach, in the first game against South Africa, we did concede a late goal that denied us a victory in Johannesburg. Coach, at this time round, what's going to be our game approach as we get to face South Africa here at home? Because even a draw, in some instances, it could be enough for us. Are we planning to sit back, or we're planning to counter and win the game, qualify for AFCON? The other question is, are you minding about the game that is going to be played today, South Sudan, Congo, Brazzaville? Will you guys be watching? Because in case Congo, Brazzaville don't win, Uganda, we could qualify before even kicking the ball. Thank you.
For the first question, I think when we started to build the team, I told you we are not on our highest level. We're just improving, but I think the team made a lot of step forwards. So I think also for the game for tomorrow, I know a draw will be enough, but it's not in our mind. In our mind is that we try to win the game. We have been training, we have been focused, we know their strong points, but we also know our strong points. And I think tomorrow we have to play with our strong points and show the people that we really play at home and that we really want to get a good result. So after the game, we will see, because the best coaches are always after the game. But I think, and I have a good feeling, and I think what I saw on training ground, that the players, like the captain said, they are very motivated. And I don't think we'll go back in our 16 to play the game, no. The second question for the game of South Sudan against Congo. Normally, we would like to see, but we have visit from our honorable speaker after training. Then understand that also our president of FUFA will come to the hotel to speak. So I don't know in time if we can manage to see the game. I don't know. So it depends a little bit on those speeches from the two persons.
Yes, sir, Coach. Two Belgians will be in the dugout tomorrow here at Mandela National Stadium. Probably my question would be, what's your relationship as a coaches with Hugo Bruce?
My relationship, I'm not married with Hugo. I'm not engaged with Hugo, but it's a friend of mine. And we respect each other. We played against each other in Belgium. I think he made his name in Africa. I think on that level side, I think also I've been going through a lot of things in Africa, so we respect each other a lot. But the thing is with Hugo, he did a very good job. He had also the confidence of the Football Federation of South Africa. He signed a contract of 5 years, so he's been building this team for 4 years. So you can imagine that he built a solid team in 4 years' time. So we hope also that we can do the same thing for Uganda. So in that opinion, we respect each other and we know each other very well. And I appreciate Hugo very well.
Yeah, Coach Stewart here from Next Media and Super FM. Uganda, we've not won any game for the last 6 encounters altogether. How important is the team winning here at home and vis-a-vis sealing the qualification to AFCON?
I think everybody wants to write history. And I think that's what is in the mind of the players, from the coaches, from everyone. And we know, I think we can see that our supporters, that our public is more engaged than at the moment when I started. So I think they have a good feeling about the team, and the team has a very good feeling about the supporters. And like I always said, without our supporters, you cannot win a game. They have to be the 12th, the 30 bet on the pitch. But we know that we can count on them. If you can count on somebody, automatically you will do your favorite best, that they also will be happy and proud of the boys. So it's very important to qualify it. Also for the players, they can change their lives. They can change the lives of their families, a lot of things. So I think if you throw this opportunity away, we will be regretted a lot. So I think we have to do everything possible to take it, we have it in the hands, and don't leave it, because I know an Africa Cup, I played 4, but Morocco will be very special. And why I'm telling you Morocco will be very special, because it's the best African country, in team, in players, in infrastructure, in everything. So automatically, the players will get more publicity than any other Africa Cup. With all respect, because I've been playing final in South Africa, was also very good. But I think in Morocco, there will be more attention, more cameras on the players, more publicity for the players. So if you throw this away, it's a chance that you may not lose. That's my opinion.
Yes, Coach. I'm Joel. I write for Kawo Sports. On 2nd November, you made Eya in charge as the head coach of Uganda Cranes. How do you sum up your journey in Uganda so far, for the 1 year you've been around?
To be honestly, you don't know my programming, you don't know my agenda, but I have no time to play the tourist in Uganda up so far. So I'm very, 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 from morning, maybe you cannot believe it, till evening, I'm occupied. I also try to see a lot of games. If the distance is too far, I try to follow on the television. You know, in the preparations, you have to follow your players. Like I told you, we have around 60 players abroad. We try to follow them, also the local players. Then with meetings and with, you know, in Uganda, you lose a lot of time if you go to see a game. Sometimes you have to drive 2 hours, you can drive 3 hours, then you see the game, you have to come back. So it's a very, very charged, and now also with the games that we played in every month. So I didn't have the time to really to visit Uganda. I should lie, I've been visiting the source of Africa, the Nile, in, how you call it? Jinja, yes. And I stayed even overnight.
But maybe in football terms, how would you define our level as a country?
I think I see improvement. I see improvement in our competition. Still, there are working points, but that's everywhere. But I can see improvement, and I can see also that a lot of players are more motivated to play. And I think also the results for the national team, also the players who are helping to improve the football, I think we have to thank them also a lot. But I'm very, very, very surprised when I came in the beginning, what I saw, what I see now, it's different, and it's in a good sign. So hopefully, in a couple of years, we'll be on the highest level.
Can I ask the captain?
Yes.
Yes, captain. You're one of the senior players on the national team in the current setup, and who has played at the African Cup of Nations before. What sort of message do you have for the rest of the group, considering that majority of them are young players that have not been to that level before? And for the game tomorrow, so many players may be sacked by the magnitude of the game because it demands a lot. What sort of message are you passing on to these players to make sure that they remain confident and comfortable?
For this game, I tell them, even when we played in South Sudan, I told them, you guys, you have the opportunity to show your talent. You have the talent, but you're not going to show it in these AFCON qualifiers. You need to show it in Morocco. As the coach said, it's the opportunity for everyone, and they are too young. They need to get that opportunity to show their ability in Morocco. Everyone can watch. The whole world will be watching. So here it was a bit of like giving them the motivation so that they can fight. We get the points so that they can show their talent in Morocco. So I think they are motivated, and they know the importance of the game tomorrow. That's the ticket to take them to Morocco. Thank you.
I've recently coached some of a number of players, new players. Hopefully they make their debut come tomorrow. Where do you see the future of some of these players when they are called on the team? Vis-a-vis, we're looking at conveyor belt. For example, the likes of Dembe and the rest.
Wait, is that my question? I thought it's for coach. Just try it again.
But you as a player, when some of these players are summoned for the first time,
Yeah.
what pressure comes with it when you are called to the national team?
To be called for the national team.
Yeah.
As the coach when he's calling for the national team, the players.
Now, I was talking about the players who were summoned, the new players who are making their debut probably.
I'm not hearing what you're saying because I don't know what you're saying.
I've said,
Yeah.
as a captain,
Yes.
what pressure does it come with whenever you're called as the new player, or like for example the likes of the Dembe, who is at the national team? What pressure does it come with, for example?
There is no much pressure because I'm just, as you say, I'm the captain. I'm just here to guide the young players who come to the national team, other new players who've been called for the national team so that they can settle, to be confident with others so that they can fit in the system. Because sometimes even me, when I was new, I used to be like nervous, but I was with the senior players and they guide me well. So I'm just here also to do the same thing, to guide others so that they can settle in the system.
Yes, Captain. Maybe for the last 1 year under coach Paul Put, I understand the dynamics have been a bit different, but how has Coach Paul Put changed the way you guys play for the fact that you're on the blink of getting into AFCON? How has he been able to change the game of football for Uganda Cranes from the previous coaches, with all due respect? Thank you.
First of all, is believing. Yeah, coach believes in all players. All players they call to the national team, he believes in them and they give them opportunity to show their abilities. Because you may be with the coach when he doesn't, you are not confident with him and you can't show your ability. So if you get the coach who can believe in you and show, and you can do anything you want on the pitch, that's how you see Uganda has changed in terms of playing, in terms of everyone shows his ability. Like you can see Mato, he can do something which the coach will not say, okay, you have done wrong, you know. So he do something, even if he loses the ball, he can do it like 5 times at least, and he gets something in it. That's how it is. Everything is good by giving someone confidence and believing in him.
Okay. Briefly, mu Luganda, kino kye kisembayo. Captain, gwenga captain, eri abazanyi bano abatagendako mu AFCON, mwasobola okubaayoko waliyoko we twaqualifying under Mitchell 2 times, naye bano abazanyi abapya obawadde bubaka ki okuba nti bongera okwekkiririza mu mupiira gwe tugenda okuzanya ogwa South Africa, okugenda ogwa pressure, okulabika nti badelivaringa results olunaku olw'enkya?
Ya, omupiira gw'amaanyi naye nga bwe njogedde mu Luzungu ndowooza nkyogeddeko nti lw'embeera nabo mbagamba nti guno omupiira, emipiira gyonna gye tubadde tusamba gy'amaanyi, naye egy'amaanyi gigenda kubeerawa mu Morocco. Ate ekitone kyammwe kirina kulabikira Morocco, tekigenda kulabikira ano nti ensi emu yebalaba, n'eri nsi zonna zigenda kuba zibalaba. So mulina okukola n'amaanyi mubeere ng'abantu abalaba, boogereko nammwe mu byafaayo nti nammwe mwagenda mu AFCON, tetugenda kusigala nti musamba qualifiers. So mulina okugenda mu AFCON, nammwe babawandiikeko nti mwatwalako Uganda mu AFCON. So bonna basanyufu, ate bonna bali bumu, kyova olaba national team ebadde bumu nga bonna beeyagaliza, buli muntu asanyukirako munne, kyekisinga bukulu. Abawagizi baffe bonna tubeetaaga omupiira gw'enkya, tulabe nga tuggusa ekintu kino tucelebrating wamu nammwe, tubeetaaga mu bungi, mujjuze ekisaawe, kuba tubalabako tufe essanyu ate tuba n'emirembe, tusamba nga ffenna tuli bagumu nti kye tusambako kikiraba. Tubaagala nnyo ate tubalinze olunaku lw'enkya.
Tweyanziza, and now we come to the end of this press conference. Thank you for coming, and we will have the final trade.
Yes. One message, please, to the supporters. I always tell, if all the supporters are behind the team, if everybody is behind the team, you will get a great team. These are my words in Burkina Faso. I repeat it for Uganda. We have very good supporters. I adore them, and I ask them to come out to fill the stadium and come behind the team from the first minute to the last minute. We need you, and we will make you happy. Thank you very much.
Coach, just an update, all the tickets are sold out.
That's a good sign. Thank you very much for the information. I also buy tickets.